What's up, guys? It's me, Tim, with the Gutter Growth Podcast. I got Grant here today, and we're here to talk about how the summit went. What's up,
man?
Grant?
Check out this shirt, bro. So this was the which one was the blue one again? This wasn't the walk. So we had 3 shirts.
I think so. Yeah, I think that was the walk.
No, the walk was the white one, right?
No, that was the walk.
Okay, this was the walk. That's right.
Yeah.
So we had the blue. I got to show these off. As a team, I think we just, can you see that there?
Yeah. Yep.
So cool, man. We had all our people on there. So, yeah, you crushed it with the walk. We had the blue ones, and we had the white for general admission, and then we had the black for VIP.
And shout out to 72-hour print for printing those beautiful shirts there that we got.
Yeah, it was so good. So good.
We did a different shirt for, we had one for the walk around Atlanta. This year I did a walk instead of the run, and the turnout was much bigger. So that makes sense, right?
Yeah, well, you made a good point when we talked last week, right? You can't really talk while you run.
Right.
I mean, and then safety, of course. It's dark, we just want to be smart. So great execution on that. I was talking with Robert yesterday just about it. He was like, man, I was the last one across the finish line, but he did it, right? And so that was huge.
Yeah, man.
There's so much we could talk about on the summit, and just probably my biggest takeaway from the summit was together. Johnny Majak spoke on that. You spoke. We all kind of spoke on. It's wild, Tim, what we're doing in the industry. It was just a dream a few years ago, and there's a lot of people. There's a lot of people working in the same direction: the suppliers, the vendors, the distributors, the companies, and so it definitely takes a whole village. And so proud of the gutter industry right now. You know what, Tim? People are talking to each other differently on the pages. Now, we've got rid of some of the jerks and stuff. But
yeah.
You just noticed from 2 years ago where all the pages were just
all negative.
Definitely a bunch of support, but hammered with negativity left and right.
It wasn't all negative, but yeah, there was a lot of negative.
Yeah, there's a lot of negativity. And so,
that's changed a lot.
The industry's working together. Guys are working together. Competitors sitting in the same room has just always been my mission, man, because we grow that way. What about you? What kind of was like your biggest takeaway from that whole thing?
Man, it was just so impactful. And, I had the opportunity to bring my son this year. Thanks to your guys' suggestion. So I appreciate that. But, he was like, Dad, this changed my life. And I just heard so many people say it changed my life. Like I was talking to Stone Shoe yesterday, and, he's pretty young, and he got up there and did a pretty good job on the stage. I was proud of him.
Yeah, he did.
But even he said, just that experience changed my life. And so I just feel like it was very impactful, and we might not even really understand the impact that it has. And I'm just happy to be a part of it, man, and keep it rolling.
You hit the nail on the head during your speech. You were educating on secret weapons, and you just said money doesn't wait. Well, neither does time, right? And we only have the opportunity to step up into these moments a few times in our life. And some people are blessed to be really good at it. John Majak, one of those people, and you get invited to do it over and over. But for a lot of us, we might only get invited up on stage once, twice, 3 times in our life. But think about how impactful that moment is, and how you're able to change the trajectory of how you lead your household, how you lead in your community, how you lead in the school line, whatever it is, right? So, yeah, I think there's a echoing impact that we'll never truly understand, but we'll feel. We'll feel it. And watching that video, shout out Will Huff, his team, which is Gracie, his wife, and then Jonathan and the whole team that came out there. The videos, the camera footage, the pictures, I mean, we could
have some artwork to be able to take all that footage and then create a video like that. It's
pretty wild.
That takes some talent, for sure. Man.
And I love this year how Will did the 800 plus photo dump every single day. People loved that. So the summit was a blast. Summit was sold out. We had
the house packed.
We might have had 5-6 people that couldn't make it out of our, roughly 285 with, I know some people have asked me, what are the numbers? We had about 285 guests in the building. And then we had another combined 75 people with all the vendors and stuff like that. So we were packed in there for Year 2, brother. Good job for everything that you did. Shout out John D and John M working so hard. And of course, Angelica and staff. Like, it takes a big army.
No, it takes a team. I couldn't do this on my own. No way. You couldn't do it on your own.
Like, no. Me and you'd be arguing somewhere in a back alley. It was just me and you.
So, no, but we got the whole team. I mean, there's 4 of us partners that are all grinding, and John's a pretty good visionary, and John D keeps us straight and on task.
Yeah.
But our VAs like Angela, she was rocking it, all that stuff in the background. There's a lot of moving parts.
Yeah.
And it's pretty wild.
The shirts, man, are just so huge. Okay, so let's segue right into what me and you've got going on. Pretty big announcement. So Gutter Growth has and always has been and will continue to be just blessed with its partnerships, right? So we decided to go ahead and we've pulled the trigger on the 6-7 combo, completely decked out from Spartan. And, there's a lot of things we love about that machine. Timmy, I was using one yesterday. Well, I'm retired. I'm retired off the ladder is what I found. I'm not retired from still being on the job site sometime. That thing shoots out gutter so fast, dude. We were running pieces yesterday over to Alejandro. Man,
I tell you what, that's it. That's the sexiest gutter machine out there.
NTM is quick, but that Spartan is even quicker. And, as long as the quality's there, that's what matters to me, right? I mean, I've got big houses to do, and I'm losing time waiting on this gutter creeping out. So without further ado, we are the proud owners of the 6-7 combo, and we're using it for training in gutter growth, right? It's not going to necessarily.
That's not a mother's machine. That's a gutter growth machine, and you got them working on a nice custom built trailer too, with doors on the side and everything. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, so we wanted to go ahead and support Dave. We're firm believers, led by Tim over here, that cheapest is not the best, right? And so we went with a 16-foot, I believe 8-foot wide, 8-foot tall, what they call it, flareless or whatever, with no wheel wells sticking out, protruding because of how wide it is. 10,000 axle pound rating. And we got doors on both sides of the trailer to walk through. And the back Ryan's still going to hook us up. The back will still somehow we'll get that folded up for some shade. Yeah. That beautiful see-through machine. So as people are coming into the industry, or guys that are already in the industry want to know, we don't talk enough about the machines, Tim. We talk how to hand tap.
Way to train on a machine that you could see through.
Yeah. Angelica we'll have her put up a picture right now with our voice still going of that machine. So hopefully you'll be able to see it there pop up. And it's just beautiful. And it's fast.
We're at 8 minutes and 20 seconds.
Perfect for training, Tim. Because you can see all through this thing, and it's really pivotal to have important machine care and safety.
Well, then it's also a combo, so we can kind of train on how to switch them over. So, I mean, it's got a lot of purposes.
Yeah, a lot of moving parts.
We're going to take this thing all over the country.
So, Gutter Growth Live officially is coming back to you. So, I'm going to give you a couple areas here. Me and Tim are still planning this out. So, if you are a listener and you want to be at one of our lives, you have a suggestion, you can help rally the troops and get a couple of your competitors or your buddies, whatever, shoot me or Tim a DM. We are completely open to suggestions. But as following, in no particular order, whether it be a trailer training live or more of like a gutter growth huddle where we will let in some people to come, there will be looking at South Florida, where our office is. And you guys, we are always willing to take you down here for some training, whether you're interested in the program or just building a relationship with us here in South Florida. We will be in California. We will be in Denver. We will be in New York. And we're probably going to throw in some type of maybe Chicago, Ohio, or something like that.
I like Chicago.
I do too. We can go up and see Scott.
Yeah.
Scott Malash. Yeah. So, wait, me and Timmy pulling the travel trailer. We're going to throw up some big lives. We have a good time. And, man, let's grow together. I think we're going to do one over at New Tech as well. Get up there to Thomas.
I've talked to Thomas about that. Yeah.
Yep. Have a live out there in Denver, maybe at that factory. We're going to do the same thing over at the new Spartan location that's just getting all put together and finished up right now.
Listen, guys, these lives they're free for you.
Yep.
Just going to show up.
Just show up.
There'll be 40, 50 of us gutter guys usually. You can talk to us all night long. We'll give you all the advice you want. Just come hang out with us, hang out with some gutter guys, get to know everyone. There's been a lot of guys that's like started doing group buys out of it because they've gotten familiar with some people in their area. They found a way to save some money. Maybe they bought, a trailer of, white gutter coil or something. So
yeah,
it's good to even get to know people close to you.
Yeah, that's huge that people have been doing. I mean, it's like work smarter, not harder, right? Again, white, black, maybe a royal or musket brown, something like that, a wicker, depending on your area. You already got 15 people in your city all buying, 12 trailer loads of white every year, but doing it all individually. That togetherness that we're talking about.
You might get Grant to, make you a nice breakfast, maybe.
That was all. Did I cook breakfast last time? That was Rob.
Yeah, you did. It was good.
Rob and Lisa and myself.
Some good eggs, man.
You come to get a little older in life. I was watching a old Snip podcast, not ours. It wasn't even a real podcast. It was like some guys talking, doing a training. There's millions of videos online, and they were just talking about like ego and like once you can let go of that ego, like, oh yeah, whether it's you're the owner or the lead installer, I'm the best. I had that great part of my life for sure. Man, look at me. I can do this.
Yeah, me too.
You realize like me is so small. Me doesn't have a gutter growth podcast. Me doesn't have multiple business ventures with amazing business partners. Me doesn't have 6 kids. It's all about the we and the us. And once we get that figured out, and sometimes it's really hard, we live in the flesh. That's the problem, right? So, so excited for the lives, Tim. And you guys, we will be announcing, me and Tim, today's the 10th. I'd say look for, it's happening quick, brother.
I mean, we're probably going to do something in December. We'll probably announce something in the next 2-3 weeks, I would imagine.
Yep.
And, we're working on the logistics right now, but Grant said, let's do something in February. I said, let's do something in December. Let's get this rolling. So
keep it rolling. Timmy the pusher. The idea here is to outwork everyone. So he's going to keep us absolutely grinding. Why don't you guys do this? Go to the Gutter Growth channel on Facebook. So not Gutter Growth hosted by Tim and Grant. Go to our professional page, click on this podcast, and tell us where you want to see us. Definitely open to suggestions. So let's talk a little bit about your vision, Tim. I'm going to let you explain it. Just give them a snippet, not the whole thing. They're going to come to one of these trainings, quote unquote, because there's lives and there's trainings. These are 2 different things. What's your vision for us here? Where we got the trailer and we got some powerhouses. What are we going to teach them? A couple different ways. We're just going to pound in just tab miters, or what are we going to do?
So, I mean, over the past couple of years, I've been going to different trainings because I've been dabbling in some other industries like the Christmas light industry. I was interested in the landscape lighting industry and kind of got myself uninterested in it, but I still went to trainings and did permanent light training. So I'm doing like, half dozen trainings or so. And so I was able to kind of look at it and see how they were running it and see, what's the beneficial components from each one of them and kind of what can I do to put it together to the gutter industry to make it even better, but, for us.
Yeah.
And so, I'm wanting to do like something that's like a little 2-day thing where you could come, we're going to do like a full day of marketing, how to market a gutter business, how to grow it. And then the following day, we're going to do some classroom installation teaching to where we'll spend a few hours, maybe, 4 hours in classroom learning installation stuff in the classroom. But then we're going to have, like maybe we'll have lunch in the afternoon or where we have, actual, trainings. And we're going to teach you methods. And so whether it's, how to do a corner, we'll teach you 3 ways: box miter, strip miter, hand cut. And then, we'll teach you a few ways to do some downspouts or maybe some outlet tubes. So we'll have a little bit of hands-on that you guys can do. And, we'll have you in maybe, groups of 5 or 8 or so, and we'll circle it around. And, so you'll learn how to really market the business. You'll learn how to, do some hands-on stuff. Maybe you already install, but you don't know how to do the hand cuts. So there's some things that you could learn from us. Maybe we'll do solder training. I don't know.
Little
downspouts. We're just going to make it really valuable where you get to come for 2 days and it's going to be like a little mini course. It's not going to be like the summit. It's not going to be quite like the lives, but it's going to be its own thing. And I'm excited to get that rolling. We'll probably do like 4 of them a year.
Yeah. So if you're interested in that, go ahead and sign up. Look, you guys that are not in the seamless gutter industry, you're currently doing pressure washing, Christmas lights, driveway sealing, landscape lights, whatever it may be.
Roofing. Maybe you want to get out of that hard work and get into something that's easier and more profitable.
Yeah, a little bit better margins for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of roofing companies that make a lot of money, but I've heard from a lot of roofing companies that there's more money in gutters. And so it's more of a volume thing. I mean, would you rather do? I don't know. I wasn't that interested in roofing personally.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's definitely some great money in roofing, depending on which side of the roofing business you're on.
Oh, it definitely is.
But we love our margins in the gutter industry, and it's not backbreaking work. So to each their own with that. But if you want to get into the seamless gutter industry, check us out, guttergrowth.com. We'll be posting on there all of our locations for our live trainings, our gutter growth huddles, as well as the gutter growth lives. So check us out there. Do we have any plans for the summit next year? I think we do.
I was just going to ask you that. I think we got some plans.
Oh, man, we haven't even really got to talk on it yet. It's only been 2 weeks. We've only been home for 10 days, 1 penny a day. I'm at 10 pennies today.
I know that we all have our hearts set on a certain location.
Yeah, I don't know that we're going to announce that yet. Are we now?
No, we don't have to announce that.
Okay, it's going to be in the South this year. We're going to announce it, but
let's announce it when we actually have the place secured. But we do have.
Yeah, we need to talk because we still need to talk to all of our vendors and our partner. Get everybody on board. But this one's going to be a blast, and we're going to keep you warm. Don't worry about that. So, and we're going to try to change it up a little bit. Still going to have a plethora of amazing speakers that are motivating you, giving you the fundamentals to continue to build that foundation for your dream, your vision, which is your seamless gutter business here coming up in 2026. We want to know if you're ready to grow your business, understand your KPIs, and market properly. Make sure you know what those margins are. I think we constantly talk about somewhere between 6 and 10%. Right? It should be your marketing budget. But how do you know if it's time to go heavy, if it's time to pull it back a little bit? That's a great conversation to have with my man, Tim Crouch, right here. So we're always available for you guys to reach out and ask. When I noticed lately for the past year, you've been asking a lot of questions online. And, sometimes people will jump in.
Yeah.
I saw one the other day, man. It's like people freeze up sometimes. Ask me your hardest gutter company question is what you asked. And I think people's minds immediately go to how to do an acute corner, how to run a downhill, how would you install on this open rafter tail? And in fact, those are not the hardest.
No.
I mean, they're hard maybe to the person at the time, but I think there's bigger questions because all questions are great. I think there's bigger questions. We're here to help you guys with those. We're still trying to currently figure those out in our new business, Mother's Gutters. Speaking of which, we did our soft open of our new location up in Orlando. Yeah. So I think we're a couple months, maybe 6 to 8 weeks away from the grand opening up there. That's going to be very exciting. So good work, all the partners on putting that together. Shout out Rob Smith for taking a big leap of faith with us on that. He's so excited.
He's going to be a better person to do it with, so I'm really happy about that. So congratulations, Rob, and I'm excited to go on this venture with you if you're listening.
Mm-hmm. We're coming to a city and state everywhere, whether it's Gutter Growth, Mothers, Gutter Summit, Gutter Lives. Talk to me a little bit here, Tim, about what is the big movement here? Like, what do you think the end results looks like for you personally, if you were to speak to the people about this legacy you're trying to leave?
I don't know if I have an end result, bro. Like so many people talk about retiring and all that, and I just don't see something. I don't believe in it really. So I'm probably going to do something until I die. So I don't see an end game, but I just know that I want to make as much impact here, and I think we're doing that.
Yeah, of course we are.
Yeah.
Sometimes it feels a little I don't know for you, but for me personally, sometimes still gotta pinch yourself and be like, it's just the seamless gutter business, but then it's so much more.
No, it's more than that, bro. Like honestly, man, I feel like God created money, so he likes money. I think if people are learning how to better their businesses, it's not about the money. It's about, your life, and it's about your employees' lives and their lives and all the people you're affecting.
Yeah.
And you affect a lot more people than you do. Like, say if you have 15 employees, well, those employees probably have 2-3 kids each and a wife, other families. So you're really affecting a lot of people here. So I think that the more that we all, rise up, the more that everybody rises up.
100%. We're all going to run out of time. Right. And so it's making the best use of your time. Tim hasn't joined the bandwagon yet. He's still pressing forward very hard. But as you guys can see, it's been a quarter century of very hard work for myself personally in the seamless gutter industry. And I'm understanding how to use my time. And I'm also enjoying my time. You see, me and Lisa like to get out in the evening and live our best life as much as possible. Try to get that fresh air out during the day and golf and stretch and strategize. And, there's nothing like being a slave to your business to really take a toll on your physical and mental health. So if you're interested in getting out of that trend, again, reach out. We're here for you. You guys know how we roll. Tim, any last announcements? So we talked about the trailer. We talked about the machine. Shout out 𝐖𝐄'𝐑𝐄 Group. We have 2 brand new full heavy coil cradles.
Thank you for
ready to go. That's going to be monstrous. And we're pushing forward. We're talking about Mother's Gutters and how we can really grow that. And we know that the inevitable will be here, and we'll need more machines and trucks for that. So look for updates. Lisa just released a fire.
I watched that this morning. Good job, Lisa.
That one's from before the summit. We didn't release it.
I could tell. Yeah.
Because she's talking about some sales I did a couple weeks ago. Yeah. Hey, you want to know a fun fact?
Next one, she's going to be like, my husband's a sales, genius, and he's sold every fucking thing.
Probably recording it. Hey, Tim, so just my current.
Yeah.
My current, I'm 14 for 16.
Yeah, that's amazing,
bro. It took over. It's a real blessing. I'm full of energy. I teach all day long how to sell. So when I get out there, of course, it's second nature, but I make sure that I utilize everything that I'm teaching, right? And when you utilize it all and there's nowhere for the customer to go.
Well, you know what, bro? Grant, I had you on the phone and you're like, no negativity, only positivity right now. I'm going to sell all these guys. So you went into it with the right mindset. And I think a lot of times we might talk ourselves out of success. You know? You start to get some head trash and stuff, and it starts affecting things. So that was pretty cool. But that's what everyone should do, is go into it expecting to win it, having a right attitude, and going in to win that job. Now, the customers are going to throw some things at you. They might have to talk to their husband or this or that. But, if you're going in it to win it, you could kind of get around those objections.
I we have a connection right now with Home Depot, right? And you guys, you can get with Robert if you're in the Gutter Growth Network. And I'll just throw out this perk right now. If you are in our Gutter Growth Network, Gutter Growth currently has the contract with Home Depot to do all their work. So if you're in Gutter Growth, you can have that work. So the value of Gutter Growth is
that's nationwide, correct, Grant?
Nationwide, growing to not just we're helping coach you, we're helping you build relationships with vendors and distributors. We're now able to start to supply you work. And it's really cool to watch, within the group, watch guys start to share work or have a lead or, oh, my mom lives over. I just did a client whose mom lives over in your city and state. And, they get to kind of feel that same experience. And holy crap, the members were up, dude. Right now in the collective, I'm seeing 91.
Yeah.
91 people in our mission right now working together. So
I've been doing coach call after coach call after coach call since the summit, man. And I'm really excited because a lot of these guys, man, I gave them a really good plan. If they execute on it, they're going to double the numbers here pretty quickly. A lot of these guys are at that point. You might not be able to double your numbers every year. It might be hard to go from 2 million to 4 million, but
it might not be worth it either, Tim.
It might not be worth it. That's true. Yeah.
Yeah. Me and mayjack are going to be shooting
some commercials.
We're going to shoot some first person commercials. I don't know if you saw, there's a client that I sold whose house I was on the open rafter tail with the 𝐖𝐄'𝐑𝐄. Shout out 𝐖𝐄'𝐑𝐄, the sponsor on this podcast for today. So, I'm really excited by John's vision for that. And I'm just going to get out there and execute. The Home Depot thing. So
that's huge. That's huge. That's huge. And that's going to be really helpful to our members. You can come to us and we'll also be able to get you some work.
So let me tell you what's happening today. So they shotgunned me a couple sales because I'm just like, I'll take them. Let's go. Right. Typically the Home Depot will sell them and just give them over to you. And I was like, let's not make the client wait at all. I can serve them immediately. I can open my schedule. So she's like, oh, well, you have to sell at our prices, of course, because Home Depot makes money. And then we stopped. If you guys want to know, roughly in South Florida, the average 6-inch rate is like $5 to $6. The average 7-inch rate, about $7 to $8. These are crazy numbers. We're selling 7-inch more, 12 to 15. Home Depot selling the 7-inch more around 20. And we'll get the 12, 13. You know what I got to go do a couple estimates right now, Tim? Is sell 50% higher than our company does.
Yeah.
You know how excited I am about going to a client right now and charging them?
They'll do it too, man. Because it's
$30 a foot for 8-inch.
Some people will finance it for them, and they'll do it.
You know how easy it's going to be when I start going to my own clients and I raise up my price 25%?
Well, Grant, that's why I tell people, like, when they say, who should I hire as a sales guy? I love hiring, ex-roofers because they don't have the head trash. They've been selling it and subbing it to you. So they've been selling it high. We tried to get a gutter guy, and the guys are like, oh, it's high price.
You guys want high price, yeah.
Yeah, so, I mean, like, I don't know, maybe find someone that's used to selling it for higher, like a roofer.
Yeah, I mean, find someone that's used to selling even products just at larger ticket items like whole homes or luxury vehicles, where they're selling Escalades for $140 all day long. And then all of a sudden, $4,200 and $3,700 is like nothing. We'll wrap with this. So my brother, who lives out in Boise, got some new windows on his house. Windows are extremely expensive, especially if you go mid-range, especially in Florida hurricane, right? Yeah. So we're talking about gutters, and he's like, I got to get gutters on my house. What's going to be the price? I've been to his house. I pull up Google. I do some map measure. And I'm like, my cost helping you out, he has a beautiful home. I'm like, you're going to be at like $4,000. He's done. $4,000? I just paid that for 2 windows, 3 windows.
Yeah.
That's going to protect my whole – he was like, because he understood.
Yeah.
But a lot of these sales guys go out, well, in my little podunk town, $1,850 is a lot to people.
What they do is they're thinking from their own pockets. It's like it was like when I sold that $118,000 copper job, thinking it was a lot of money to them, and their mortgage was $180. So come on, that's like $1,500.
Very good.
Yeah, man.
All right, Timmy. Well, I know you're going to be on a roll today. Thanks for your part in the mission, helping us achieve that. Hope you have a blessed day.
7 of them lined up, so it'll be a fun day.
There we go. Knocking them out. All right, brother. We'll talk soon.
See you.
Ladies.